What is up, YouTube? Welcome to PanFro Games, and in today's video, we're going to be doing a Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC leak and rumor update. We haven't done one on the channel for a while now, and there's plenty to talk about, so we're going to just dive right in to this content for the teal mask and the indigo disc. And of course, guys, if you like my type of content, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it, and consider joining the Pan fam today by hitting that join channel member button below. So to begin, we actually got our very first images of the DLC cards. So if you go to like a GameStop or certain other stores around the world, they will sell downloadable cards, and the downloadable card has leaked in Japan. So we know what the card's gonna look like. Of course, the price is the same in Japan as it is in the US, which is gonna be $35. And it is containing both DLCs. So we'll be getting part 1 of the DLC this fall and the second half over the winter time, and we'll talk more about the dates later. But you know, the only good thing about this, what it confirms to me, is this is guaranteed going to be the outfits that our trainer is going to have. I'm definitely a big fan of the Japanese like fireworks festival type of vibe here, so I can't wait for that. Also, I assume new hairstyles as well, because we can't get these hairstyles in the game currently, so that's gonna be really exciting stuff. Otherwise, it doesn't give us too much context. I would say that the outfit of the teal mask does have the legendary Pokemon mask printed on it, so we know obviously something to do with masks is gonna be very important, as it is in the name. And the backgrounds of these cards do show in-game areas that we'll probably get to explore, so there is some hints to that too. Really excited to see what the new hub towns will be. I'm sure they're gonna be a lot better in Mesagoza, because we really didn't even go to it, so I would like something that we would repeatedly go back to, similar to Pokemon Legends Arceus with the main town there. Next up, we got rumors about special Terra forms, and we've been talking about Terra forms for a while in the stream now, but pretty much the breakdown is there's gonna be a decent number of Pokemon that are going to receive special forms when they terrestrialize with a certain type, which is actually a really interesting thing. So it seems like the forms will be tied to an actual type. Is it going to be the same type as the current Pokemon or something different? Masks could play a bigger role in teal mask, like hats currently do for Terra. That would probably be the reason why there is a different form. Instead of doing a Terra hat, you get a Terra mask, and a mask does something else, but you know, we'll see. And all starter Pokemon from previous gens are returning, which is really exciting stuff. And this was actually tweeted out by Riddler-Coup. If you don't know who Riddler-Coup is the most reputable leaker for Pokemon, especially for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. And he tweeted out this image a while back. Your both version information. Here's the first batch of Mons who are going to be wearing special hats or masks in Sudachi. Got a clue and not a surprise, huh? So notice how all these Pokemon here are Pokemon that we have so far raided in. This was posted before the Typhlosion raid, but notice how all these are the Pokemon that we got in raids. So maybe the 7-star raid Pokemon are all going to be the special Pokemon that get a new Terra form, which is actually going to be really dope. And now here's another thing. What if the type that these Pokemon we raided against, like Dragon type Charizard, what if, like, let's say Dragon type Charizard is the special Terra type that the Charizard needs to get this new Terra form? So like Fighting Cinderace, Poison Greninja, Water Pikachu, Flying Decidueye, Bug Samurott, and it'll be like Ghost Typhlosion, I guess, in Ice Inteleon. That would actually be really cool. And I wonder if this will be an additional stat boost as well, because that, I mean, it's a special form. It has to have more than just being a regular Terra. Because what is stopping, like, what would be the difference of like a Charizard just doing a normal Terra Dragon versus a special form Terra Dragon? So we'll have to see. Maybe it'll do more damage, maybe some special move outside of Terra Blast. We'll have to wait and see, but this is really exciting stuff, and knowing that every starter is going to probably get some sort of special Terra form is pretty cool to me, and I think that makes most of the community happy. And of course, if you haven't seen it, here's the list of all the returning Pokemon. So some important notes: all the starters are coming back. Yes, all starters from Gen 1 to Gen 9, so as you can see, Venusaur, Blastoise coming back, Feraligatr, Meganium coming back, and a lot of cool Pokemon, like all the PLA Pokemon are coming in, like Hisui and Electrode, Hisui and Arcanine's coming, so that's gonna be really awesome as well. A lot of Pokemon that we haven't had to play in a actual Pokemon game that has like a real competitive scene is coming back. Of course, Blaziken, Swampert, Sceptile, our boys are here. I mean, of course, all the legendaries as well for the most part. I mean, you're getting the Weather Trio, so you know that's going to be pretty big in VGC once they're legal. The Time Trio here. I mean, Of course, we're going to be getting Emboar and Superior. These were the two big ones that came out, because originally in the Coda leak, they were not there. These are the only two missing starters. But yes, Emboar and Superior are going to be coming back in some way, shape, or form, which is always awesome. Landorus is back, which is very unfortunate, but fortunate for VGC. I mean, very controversial Pokemon overall. Same with Incineroar. Yes, Incineroar is back. Another controversial Pokemon for VGC. And then the very last bit of the brand new Hisuian Pokemon are going to be coming. And of course, the brand new Pokemon that we know from the DLC, from the Teal Mask, we got these guys. And then we got Terrapagos. And then the potential baby Terrapagos too. We don't really know if this is like a baby form or it's going to be some sort of first. We just don't really know if it's just a form of Terrapagos or is it a pre-evolution of Terrapagos. We just really don't know for sure. But they did officially reveal it in the anime. And for the dates, the Teal Mask will release in late 2023, while Indigo Mask is early 2024. And I completely believe this because the official announcement, they were saying fall 2023. So fall is going to be end of September until December 21st. So that's the holiday time for the most part. And I do think it's pretty interesting that we're getting a summertime DLC in the fall, which to me speaks that originally this was planned to release in the summer, very similar to how Sword and Shield had a summer DLC and then a winter DLC. I do think that's what they wanted to for Scarlet and Violet, but I think they ran into a lot more technical troubles with this game than they expected, which is why there is a bit of a delay from the expected period, because it is weird to have some sort of like summertime DLC in the fall. You know, it clearly was anticipated for something like that. And when they said Indigo this, originally it was like winter 2023. What is winter 2023? Winter 2023 means literally the last few days of December and then the rest of winter, which ends on March 20th, as March 21st is the first day of spring. And we know that the end of March is the end of the fourth quarter in Japan based on the Japanese markets. So yes, this is 100% going to be a early 2024. I would predict between June and March is the window here. We also see that Indigo this will include graphics enhancements for Switch 2. Yes, there's been a lot of rumors, a lot of the leaks, AMD leaks for chipsets for this new Switch successor. We don't know it's going to be called the Switch 2. I personally like to call it the Super Switch because, you know, Super Nintendo, Super Switch. I really like the dubbing. A very successful system as the SNES was, so I can see Super Switch. But besides the point, that's going to be cool. Graphics update, I can totally see that happening. That happens for pretty much every new system that releases on the market. They take some old popular games and they give them like a 60 FPS enhancement or a 4K graphic enhancement or something like that. So I'm sure they'll do something like that for the Indigo disc. I do hope it applies to the entire base game because I would love to re-explore the world of Scarlet and Violet from the base game to all the DLCs in better frame rate, better graphics, and better performance. Lastly, we have a brand new 4chan leak / rumor. Now, my take on 4chan leaks and rumors is obviously a massive grain of salt here, like maybe to put the whole salt shaker on it, because who knows if this is gonna be real or not, but it sort of makes sense. But apparently this leaker is saying Pokemon news drop on May 2nd, announcing Pokemon Go Fest with Shiny Gumi and Pokemon Go Plus with Pokemon Sleep information. I mean, okay, that's not very interesting. Pokemon Scarlet Violet information is pretty interesting. So they're going to talk about the new legendary Ogerpon, the masked Pokemon, which is on pretty much on the box of the Teal Mask. Grass Ghost type with a new ability. Very simple, makes sense. Cryozation Phenomenon, which looks like a new form without the hat. Seems to be a specific type, as we already mentioned before. And then here are the Pokemon that are shown in the Teal Mask. But here's a new one, Terra, the Glimmering Pokemon. So maybe this is the baby to Terrapagos. That would be really interesting too. That's the name. Honestly, it seems like a very weak mid name, so this could be a debunk right here, straight up. New TMs for new and old Pokemon moves. Yeah, I can see new moves coming out and old moves coming back. I mean, that's very obvious. Event at Pokemon League right after trailer. Deals with Walking Wake and Iron Leaves. And now this is something dope. I gotta say this. If this is real, the event at Pokemon League right after the trailer, that is actually hype. That is content. I love content. That is something we can actually play. Yes, Walking Wake and Iron Leaf like just came to the game with no lore or anything. It's like, oh, there's new Paradox Pokemon. So yes, that is incredibly hype. And then Pokemon Home. Update goes live May 12th, and I think this is the biggest red card here, because my personal opinion is I think they're going to release the rest of the Gen 6 starters and then Rillaboom before they do Pokemon Home. I'm predicting Home is going to be like a late June, because what's the point of doing Pokemon Home and then releasing these raids when we can just breed for these starters anyways, right? And those 3 starters that we haven't done yet are already in the base game code. So that's my prediction. They say it's going to add connectivity to Scarlet and Violet, event with Iron Valiant for Scarlet and Roaring Moon for Violet with special mark. That's pretty interesting. It honestly does seem a little bit lame, which is very on point for something that a Pokemon company would do. So I'm not surprised, but I also don't think this is real. But let me know in the comment section below if you think this leak / rumor is real for Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We'll see on May 2nd. And if it does happen, I'll stream it. You know how it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. And of course, guys, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. I really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out and have a great one.